Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for the week of July 24th to the 30th. This is a reading for all Taurus placements, but if you're drawn to this reading or if you're a cross watcher and you can take things with you at this time from this reading, then take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I'm excited to do this reading for you. Let's get started. In the beginning of the reading, as always, I will do a general spread. In the second part, I will go into a relationship dynamic, you and the other person. So let's check out what the cards want to say, what wants to come out for you. We have a Four of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Sun in the reverse. All right, and the Five of Wands. With the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck as an overall energy, there might be a week of competing a little bit, maybe competing with different parts within yourself. This could be a conflict that has to be fought, that could be quite fruitful. Maybe in the workplace, this could mean you have competition, or you have to stand up against other people, or you have to kind of compete with other people. This can also just be a card talking about athletic endeavors, sports, where you want to go into a little bit of a more aggressive sport, or just maybe put your energy into something more competitive. In general, it is an energy that needs to be released, that can talk about resistance or about like differing egos that clash together, or differing parts within yourself that are trying to figure out a solution. So with the High Priestess here, we have a card of foresight, of intuition. So you're starting this week, you're coming into this week with a very intuitive stand. With the High Priestess, we are called to not be judgmental, to not assume things, to come from a neutral standpoint, and to try to stay as non-prejudiced as possible, I would say. She is really trying to feel herself through a situation. She is really trying to, as I said, be non-judgmental and come from, let's say, a very innocent place. She is therefore also connected to a virgin type mentality. So she's a little bit guarded, a little bit hidden. She's quiet, and she tries to sense through a situation with her, let's say, sixth sense. She's also the seer, the psychic, and the spiritual medium. So she really has a sense to navigate herself through a situation, through this week, with her intuition. During the course of this week, we do have a Four of Cups here, which could be a card of just being a little, I like to just make not too much out of this card. It could just be a little like a feeling of boredom, or a feeling of not being satisfied, or a feeling of not being inspired. So in this card we see somebody, or there is a cup handed towards you from above, and this person is kind of not having it. It's like not seeing it, doesn't want to see it. Maybe they're a little bit in a negative state within themselves, or just uninspired by this offer. So you might feel like nothing is really inspiring you during the course of this week, or things are just a little heavy, not necessarily even heavy, just stagnant, emotionally stagnant. With the Cups, we're talking about emotions. With the Four, we talk about stability in a sense. But if we are too filled up in a place of stagnancy emotionally, then we are not very inspired, even though we might feel safe. So it might not feel unsafe here, but it might feel a little boring. That's what I would say. Maybe you're also getting an offer that you are not stoked about, or you're not interested in, and therefore a conflict is created or coming up. with the 5 of Wands. With the Sun card though, we have a nice little completion to this reading, because the Sun card, if it's in reverse or not, is always a positive card. It's always a positive energy. So the Sun card brings positivity either way. It might feel like that it's taking some time, or it might feel like with the reverse, it could be that somebody else is lighting a positive light on your situation, or that you might not see this week as a blessing in disguise. So maybe this week feels a little unfulfilled, unsatisfied, but in the end this is for the highest good, for the highest self, for your best self, and light is coming into the situation. So it might take a little time, it might be super apparent during the course of the week, but by the end of the week you do have the Sun card here, which is obviously a beautiful card. So let's see how this plays out in a relationship situation. This can be any relationship. This doesn't have to be a love relationship or romantic relationship. It can be a colleague, a friend, a family member, but of course I will also concentrate on romantic relationships. So let's see. The decks I'm using you can find in the description box below, also other information for this channel, so check out the description box. So this other person, oopsie, it seems like they might be a little further away than you think. King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords in the reverse. Not my favorite energy, to be honest. Somebody is either not communicating or not communicating the truth, holding back, being too strategical. I would be, this is the king, the one king I would be very careful about. Just saying, I don't want to scare anybody, but the King of Swords for me is like a little bit of antisocial, psychopathic energy, because it's somebody who is strategizing and not with the right, not coming from the right place necessarily, or not having the same truth in mind than you do. So I would be very careful about, especially in communication of this person. Somebody with a Swords energy in reverse could twist your words around, could not say the truth, could drag you into discussions, could try to gaslight you, try to prove a point by not referring to facts or referring to things as they happen. So this is not necessarily such a, in my book, it's not such a positive energy, to be quite honest. You could be dealing with an air sign. The Hermit. I think this is very smart. I think you're distancing yourself a little bit from this situation because you can tell or you can feel that something is off here, or somebody is being really irrational about things. With the Hermit, I feel like see things for what they are. The Hermit has the wisdom within, has also too much experience to not spot that kind of stuff. It seems like he's really spotting it out of his intuition. He's blindfolded here in this deck, really spotting what's in front of him here with this lighthouse. I really like it because this lighthouse is also of course a way forward, how he wants to move forward. But in this deck, the lighthouse is really saying he's looking at what's coming towards him. So it seems like you're drawn back a little bit. You're really staying within yourself, within your grounded self, with the Hermit, within your wisdom, and everything that's coming towards you that's not feeling, that doesn't feel truthful, you're not having it. It's very good. So I think that's a good position to be in here. So how does this connect? The Fool. All right. I mean, the Fool is saying stay open-minded, stay open-hearted, stay unfazed, stay also in a positive attitude. with the High Priestess, we have the same thing. Don't just assume things. I think with the Hermit and the Fool, and with the High Priestess, you're in a place of wisdom. So if there's a person trying those type of tricks towards you, they will soon, I think, realize that there is no point, because you see right through it. It's like there is really no point. If it's not really tricks, and somebody is just not communicating, stay light, stay open-hearted, stay open-minded. With the Fool, there's a chance to restart this. There's a chance to have a positive attitude towards it, to have a light-hearted attitude towards it. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse, you gotta make sure, and it's hard, I know, to not give another person too much power over your emotional well-being and feeling, because with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, we might be in a attitude where we kind of expect other people to make us feel something, good or bad. So with the Hermit, you're really working against that and trying to be independent here. But with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it seems like there is some sort of unfulfillment, or something is not happening maybe the way you wish it would happen, and therefore it makes you feel some sort of way. And I think that's not ideal. But with the Hermit, you have a very strong card here that trumps the Nine of Cups, literally, because it's a major arcana, and it will help you stay your course and stay grounded within yourself and tap into your own wisdom without having to look on the outside for answers. All right, so one more oracle card. Ooh, all that glitters. All right, so yeah, it very much seems like, especially with this King of Swords in the reverse energy, like, don't believe everything people say or how they want to make things seem. Sometimes just because things look good on the surface, you know, doesn't mean that there is deep down a sense of security or substance or anything like that. So beware of the shiny stuff. Look a little deeper, look a little closer, because everything that's shiny is not necessarily great. That doesn't mean that shiny things can't have substance, I think, personally. But we should have a second look and not be blinded by shiny stuff. So yeah, Taurus, that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, and check out the description box. And I hope I'll talk to you soon. Bye.